Most of my self-awareness is just disguised self-hate. That's something I've realized about myself in the last few days, and that's something I think affects me quite negatively. And I think that's the reason I have this really bad perception of myself, or basically that's the reason why I have such a low self-esteem. Yeah, and the thing I've discovered is that whenever I think of myself as a person, or whenever I think about myself in general, all of my bad qualities come up first, or they come up before my good ones. Like I know my good ones also exist. They're out there somewhere. I have some good qualities, but whenever I think about myself, they don't pop up, and that really how do I put it? That comes in between me and my goals. That's I think how I'd like to put it. And it causes a lot of self doubt. It makes me think that I'm not good enough, or makes me think that I don't have it in me to achieve my goals. Even though I know that I do actually am good enough. Let's take this summer semester for example. I was talking about it, right? It went pretty well. I won't disclose my grade, but it went pretty well. I got what I worked for, and I'm satisfied with it. But in the middle of it, like 3 days before my final exam, I thought of giving up. I thought that I was going to fail again, and I thought that this just won't work out, because whenever I was trying to work on my project or my final project, all of my bad experiences or all of my past mistakes just flashed before me, and because of that, I just had all of this self doubt, and I didn't think that I'd push through it, but somehow I managed to push through it, and we are here now. I'm done with my summer semester. The thing I've noticed about myself is that I really lack consistency, and I really don't have a work ethic, and that's something that comes from the fact that I never really had to work hard for grades or anything, or school never really challenged me. I know it sounds pretty shallow and narcissistic, but yeah, I I just cruised through most of my high school doing the bare minimum, but when I landed in college, that really affected me because the way our school system works is that if you just work hard in the final exams, you are good to go. That's what matters, right? But in university, you have to put effort throughout the year, and that really messed up my GPA. I've talked about it on this channel, but yeah, all of my final grades the entire year were pretty great, but because I had poor midterm grades and I had poor quizzes, assignments, all of that, my overall grade wasn't reflective reflective of my actual potential. Another thing, I'm addicted to my potential. That's something I learned through this manga I was reading, where this guy, he has a lot of potential, but he just thinks about what he could be instead of what he is right now. And that's also me. I see myself in that guy because I know that I can do this or that. I know I can achieve this or that, but because I'm comfortable with the fact that I can do it, I never actually do it. I need to work on that as well. Um, I also like consistency, right? And again, because I never really had to follow a schedule, I never really learned how to work hard, that followed. That's why this advice by a classmate of mine, old classmate of mine, really resonates with me even till this day. So we were in physics class, and this was the starting of college, right? And no one really, apologies. So no one really knew each other, right? But I was in physics class, and this guy besides me, we don't know each other, and he was international. He was an international student. He came from another country, and he was sitting right beside me. And the professor, he asked a question, and I knew the answer, but I didn't really have the courage to say, because I doubted myself, and I was scared of being wrong. Okay, so this guy, because I was mouthing the answer to myself, and this guy probably heard me, he tapped me on my shoulder and said that stick with it, stick to it. Yeah, that's the exact word he used. But I and that's what I did. I I raised my hand and said that, hey, this is the answer, and the professor was like, yeah, correct. That was the answer. And that thing I've told this guy like numerous times about this, but this this simple sentence, stick with it. It has stuck with me throughout the last 2 or 3 years, or how much long this has been going on for, right? And whenever I'm going through something where I think about giving up, I just think about the sentence, just stick with it. And yeah, the majority of my problems are here because I don't stick with it. And I think this is going to be my life philosophy. And I think you can also adopt this in your life. Just stick with it, just stick to it, and probably you'll end up somewhere good. I won't guarantee that it's going to be the best outcome or what you have dreamt of, but it's probably better than just sitting in your room and scrolling reels all day. Yeah. So I'll see you in the next video. This was a lot shorter than my average video, but I don't really have anything to say. Like and subscribe, and please comment about something if you want to talk about it. Yeah.